And welcome to this month's hangout. I hate that word. I feel like we need to come up with a better term for this event that we're going to be having every month. But anyway, in this month's hangout, we have a very, very special guest. So welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. We have someone from Panama already. I feel like every time we do these things, I'm always so impressed by how many people from all over the world come and join us. So please say hello, introduce yourselves on the chat, and feel free to participate as much as you want. For those of you who are watching this as a replay, this is the Plyful monthly hangout, and Plyful is a crochet community that me and my family started to just kind of bring crochet to the foreground, to give crochet the place that it deserves. So it's just a place for crocheters where we have crochet patterns, we have classes, we have monthly hangouts, we have free patterns, we have loads of stuff, and the live experience is only for Plyful members, which is why this is so exciting, because you guys get to ask questions, you guys get to be there for the first time and hear these answers. And I am so excited about our guest today. I feel like a lot of people are very excited to hear from her and to just get to know her a little bit better. So our guest this month is Linda Skuja. Is that, you know what? I didn't ask you how to pronounce your last name. Damn. All right, Linda. She is a wonderful crocheter. I feel like when it comes to our craft, there are, outliers of people that just go above and beyond in their patterns, in their designs. And Linda is just one of them. She's definitely at the forefront of our business, of our craft, and it is just such an honor to have her here. She's gone all around the world. Like her work goes everywhere, and you'll see her patterns sometimes when you're in like craft fairs and stuff. Like, she is amazing, and I love everything she does, and I am so glad that she was able to participate with us here. This is her month, and she has a pattern on Plyful. So yeah, let's get to talking, Linda. Hi. There
Hello,
you are.
hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here, Linda. It's so lovely talking to you finally. I was talking, last week, the other day, we were talking on Instagram how we've known each other for so long, but it's so weird how in this world you just never really get to talk to people. So it's so nice to see you and your lovely new hair. It looks so pretty. So, Linda, tell us, how are you today?
Oh, I'm great. I was so looking forward to this interview. A bit nervous.
Oh, I bet. But you know what? It's just within friends. We're just gonna have a chill time and just get to talk a bit. Oh, look, someone from San Francisco. Hi, Aida. Welcome. All right. Well, I think we should just jump in, and I would just love to know a little bit more about you. Like, you don't have to share all the details, but tell us about like a day in your life. Like, what's your family like, your home? Where do you live? Because you live in Latvia, right?
Yes,
Do you
yes.
live close to the forest? Like, I picture you as like a cosmopolitan kind of girl, but at the same time a foresty kind of girl. So I just want to know more, Tell me about yourself.
Okay, yeah. Well, I live in Latvia, in Riga. I was born here, never actually lived anywhere else. So sometimes people mix it up if I'm American or whatever, because I don't put it in my profile, in my bio. But yeah, I'm Latvian. There's nothing to hide. And yeah, I'm super excited that I can show my work to whole world. With the internet nowadays, it's just you can't do it otherwise. But yeah, I live in Riga, in the city center, with my family, with my cat and dog. And yeah, I like to go outside the city to the forest, picking mushrooms, my crazy hobby.
I
Uh,
love that.
some time ago, I did a lot of inline speed skating. That's also a hobby of mine,
Wow.
but not the latest years. No, not since COVID. I think, yeah, I have left that behind, but I really,
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. I wasn't the fastest one, but still.
That sounds terrifying to me. I feel like last time I tried skating, just fell down so many times that I'm just like, mm-mm. I'm just not a sporty person. Well, that's so cool. And when you said family, do you have kids? Are you married? Do you have a partner?
Yeah, I do have a partner. I do have a kid, and another one on the way.
Shut up! Oh my god, congratulations,
Thank you,
Linda!
thank
That's
you.
amazing.
And that is the reason why I am not working next year at all. Like, I probably will be doing something behind the scenes, but like, I won't be present at all.
Oh, well, what an honor to have you. That's amazing. How old is your oldest?
What?
How old is your little one? The one that you already
Almost
have?
three. Almost three.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Oh, well, super congratulations, Linda. I feel like this is your year, man. I mean, book, kids. Wow. New hair. I just love this. That's so cool. And we
I'm
will talk about
going
your book.
all in.
Yeah, no kidding. That is so cool. All right, Linda. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm just so happy right now. All right, now I just want to know about your crochet journey because I feel like you have such a different style from loads of other people, and like I don't know how you started. Like, were you a granny squirt kind of person? Like, who taught you how to crochet? Like, how did you get into this craft?
Yeah. Well, I think I started when I was around 10,
Mm-hmm.
and crochet is it is a mandatory lesson, like among others, in school. So
That's
you
so
just
cool.
can't be a Latin and don't know how to do it. Nowadays, I think they changed something, but when
Mm-hmm.
I was in school, it was like you had to do it. So I had some help from my granny and my granny's sister. And yeah, crochet is pretty easy. So
Yeah.
lots of people like it. I liked it
Mm-hmm.
too. But occasionally I came back to it. I made something outside school projects. So I made granny square backpack for me.
Okay.
Yeah, then I
Very cool.
started to design my first doilies and stuff like that. But it was like on and off during the school years, and during university, I didn't do anything at all. And
What did you study in university?
communications, journalism, and PR.
Wow.
But I have never worked in journalism. A little bit in PR, yes, but nope, nope.
That's our I studied psychology, so Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I was just working different jobs and administration, like paperwork, office jobs, and I was never really happy. And I was like in my mid 20s, I think, that moment, and I started to think what I want to do with my life. I know it was something completely different, but I didn't know what it was. And yeah, it actually drove me crazy. And I actually visited a psychic.
Wow.
Well, yes,
I
yeah.
love I love this story. I'm just like so into it.
And you know what she told me? Nothing. Just some random bullshit.
So I'm not missing out on anything then.
No, no. So yeah, but I was that desperate to
Yeah.
try out even stuff like that. And yeah, at some point, I don't know what, but yeah, I decided that I could just try crochet. I could try to do different things with it. I started to teach, I started to take custom orders, and then I discovered the Ravelry,
Mm-hmm.
and I realized there is a whole world already. All the yarn standards, all the yarn weights, crochet abbreviations, pattern writing, and you can just submit to magazines. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yes, that is like a whole revelation. And I was yeah, I started to learn by myself all this stuff I wanted to know, because every time when I gave away a custom order, I just felt I have invested so much time, so much energy, and I didn't get back as much as I wanted, of course.
Yeah.
But when I gave it away, I felt like uh, it just ended. It's it's done.
Yeah.
But when I create a pattern, you can just sell it to multiple people, and multiple people can make it. So
Yeah.
it's just a cycle that repeats itself. It never ends.
Mm-hmm.
That was something that fascinated me about like pattern writing.
Yeah. I love that. I think that's so cool. And I think that's so cool that you like were looking for a purpose and you like you bloody found it. Like yeah, I feel like you do something that so few people do. And the way you look at crochet is so different from how other people look at it. So I think that's really, really cool that in this like darkness, you found something so amazing. So that's really cool. And like, when was the moment that you thought, this is it? Like, this is what I'm going to be doing?
Um, One milestone for me was when I submitted a design to a magazine and it got
Mm-hmm.
accepted. And it was my first submission and the first acceptance, and it was in my first year. And the next one was in my second year of designing when I won this um, Flamey Award for the best
Okay.
new crochet designer. And that was
Wow.
like, okay, I think I'm in the right place. I just
Yeah.
keep doing it. I
Talk
just took
about
my time.
encouragement. Yeah, because I feel like me teaching, sometimes I teach design classes, and one of the things that people seem so frustrated about, especially beginner designers, is like, no one's telling them that they're good. You know what I mean? It's like you just have to kind of believe in yourself, and if you have very few sales or you're not doing well, it's so easy to just give up on it. But like to have someone tell you you're actually really good, that's a very great encouragement, especially at the beginning of your career. So how long ago was that? When did you kind of start in this business?
It was 2010, 13 years
Okay.
ago.
Wow. That's amazing. You've been in it for so long. I love that.
Yes.
And so far, I mean, thinking about these last, 13 years, what do you think has been the highest point and like the lowest point? Like let's go extremes.
Hmm. Probably the lowest point was when I abandoned this for a couple of years in the middle of this.
Really?
Yes. I just wanted to prove myself in other areas and maybe
Mm-hmm.
look for something else. Maybe there's something cooler out there. Because when you say you crochet, it's not like I'm like super proud. Now I am. Now I am.
Yeah, I hope so.
But way back then, when you are a young designer, you had all those crazy designs that it's not up to everyone's taste. But
I get it.
yes, people are just putting you in a box like, oh, you poor thing, you crochet, how awful. Yes, and maybe I wanted to prove myself that I can do so much more. I can make stylish things, blah blah blah. I started my a knitwear brand. I bought a knitting machine. I knitted.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes. That was like more like a fashiony brand, but didn't work out at the end.
Yeah.
I just didn't have enough. Um, I wasn't consistent. It just asked too much of me. And
Mm.
then I got back to designing patterns because I was very, I would say, burnout. It,
Mm-hmm.
it takes a lot from you. And yeah, and I just restarted patterns, and I created an Instagram account. And that was like this second breath of
Yeah.
my brand. And
Well,
it
I
was
think
in 2017.
Yeah. Oh wow. So you did. It took you a while to get to where you are. That's amazing. See, I feel like this is so encouraging for those new designers that I was telling you about that feel so discouraged because even you and like me too. Like to get to this point, it's taken such a long time and so much work and so much effort. Like it's not like one day you just wake up and you're like, I'm going to become a designer, and suddenly you're like making the big bucks, right? Like it takes a long time. So I think it's really encouraging to hear other people, for them to hear your story. So that's really cool. Before we go into our next question, or the other half of the question, how do you pronounce your last name, Linda? Because I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know, I know. In Latvian, it means the needle of a pine tree.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Yeah, but it's Skuja, like Yankees.
Skuja.
Skuja,
Skuja.
Skuja.
Thank you. I should have asked like a long time ago
Oh,
because
I'm
I have not
so
been saying
used
it
to
right.
it that even my friends call me Skuja because it's funny.
Really?
But
Oh,
I'm so used to it because it's how it's pronounced in
no.
English.
But as a non-English speaker, me as well, like people can't say my last name, and it's like it doesn't bother me at all, but it is so nice when people try, and even if they sound silly, it's like, people are making an effort, so I apologize for not making an effort.
No worries at all.
Cool, yeah, there you go. Okay, so that was the lowest point. Now let's talk about happy moments. What's been like some of the happiest moments of your career?
Probably working for New York Fashion Week. That
Oh, I
was
want to hear about that. Please tell us about that. How did it even
okay.
happen?
Yeah, I was designing for a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, maybe two, and I put my stuff online. I had a blog, I had an Etsy shop. My first designs was like really crazy ones. I just went for it. I was
Yeah.
young and why not? I put my work out there. It was available.
Hmm.
You could see it on Etsy and stuff like that. And yeah, this designer, Lila Shams from New York, she found me through Etsy, and she really, really loved my work. And she needed to make samples for her runway show that was shown for at New York Fashion Week. And the first collection was actually based on my designs.
Wow.
Yeah, and yeah, it was like, oh my god, that was like really, really great to work these designs and those crazy colors, crazy fringes, crazy cables. It was like very, very close to my style, but I
Yeah.
would never like put out something like that myself because it's like a bit too crazy. It is eye-catching, it's fashion, but not something
It's
that you write a pattern for.
yeah. But
But
it's
it was
fashion
like
week. You have to be crazy, don't you? Like that's the whole point, isn't it?
yes, yes, and I was really happy to just make those designs. And yeah, the
Did
moment I
you
saw the runway show, like it was actually a presentation at the Fashion Week. But anyways, it was like, oh,
did you
I
get to
made
go?
that. What?
Did you get to go there?
No, no, no. That time, no, no.
Okay. That's
It was
still
like separate.
amazing though.
I know, and we did the same after 2 seasons, I think. So it was
Really?
another work for her. So yeah, I'm always excited. She just sent me sketches and everything from finding yarn to construction to making it work. It was up to me, and it's like really, really creative. And sometimes I don't even know where to start because it's all so overwhelming, and you don't know how you will create that stuff. It's like pretty complex, and
Mm-hmm.
it has to work as a garment. All these cutouts and cables and whatnot.
Oh wow. That's so fun. Would you consider that as an option as a career now to create these like crazy outlandish fashion outfits, or is that something that's kind of in your past now?
I don't know. Not right now, but who knows? Who knows? Because the one thing that drives me is I can't be bored. If I'm bored, I'm dead practically. I just I need something new. I need something exciting, innovative. It's just something that drives me.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I love that. I think that's great. But also like creating patterns can do that for you, doesn't it? Like it's always something new, it's always something different, and it's like you have complete freedom to go wherever you want, and I think that's a great way to go for it. Now a buddy is asking a question that actually kind of segues very, very well into my next question. So he or she, I'm not sure, would like to know which designs we are wearing. So I'm going to go first because then I want you to talk about yours. So this is the Totem tee, which is one of my very, very old designs. It's just lace and it's got some stuff. But yeah, but I'm much more excited. Sorry, Totem tee. I will write it down so everyone can see. And Linda, we would love to hear about yours. Hold on. Right.
I'm wearing my Liebex sweater from my new book that is coming out Tuesday. And yeah, I'll show you more of it.
That's so exciting. So Linda's book is Crochet Sweaters with a Texture Twist. And I mean, if anybody knows anything about Linda, is that you are the texture magician. I want to call you a witch, but I feel like that's a bit weird.
You're welcome.
Texture witch. But you just love how to work with it. Like in my designs, I don't use texture much because I feel like it creates bulk, and I'm afraid. I'm honestly afraid of like puff stitches and all of that. Like this is as far as I go. But like the things that you create and they don't look bulky, they don't
No,
look
no,
uncomfortable.
they're
It's
like
just
super light.
I just love that. I absolutely love the way you play with texture, and your short rows obviously are famous. You have a whole course on them, right? Tell us about this course as well. So,
Yes,
too many things to talk about. Take it little
yes,
by
yes.
little.
Another highlight for me this year was working with Domestika, a course platform. They actually flew me last November to Madrid to film for a week.
Wow.
And it was like such a great experience.
Yeah.
To just create the course, to work with the professional team, a producer and camera crew and studio, all that. That is amazing. I really, really liked it. And yeah, and the course is up for I think 3 months now, and I think it has already some 3,000 students.
Wow. Oh
That's
my
quite nice.
God.
Yeah, and I am very exciting to see how it goes, and I love that I can just, if someone turns to me, oh, I'm not sure if short rows are for me, or if I can do it, then I can just say, just take my course, and I'm
Yeah,
showing you step by step everything on video. I'm showing how to block, how to sew, everything is
that's
there, and
amazing.
yeah, that's a great visual material for
Yeah.
everyone who doesn't feel confident enough.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because you have such a signature style, and people are really scared of new things. So I think this is such a good idea for you as a business person, but also as a maker and someone who wants to help others, because it's a perfect way for introducing people to this different style, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I just love it. And okay, tell us about crochet sweaters with a texture twist. Do you have it there with you? Because the cover is just so pretty.
No, I don't know.
That's all right. No worries.
Well,
Um,
I just had this mock-up with me at the
okay.
one photo shoot, but I still don't have my copy.
Really? Oh
I
my God.
know.
That's crazy. That
There's
must
a
be so frustrating.
digital one, but that doesn't count.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
and for anyone who thinks, oh, maybe I should get this Kindle version, or maybe I shouldn't, get the real book, please, because the photos are They are amazing.
I am so excited. I cannot wait to get mine, seriously. So a bunch of people are saying that they've pre-ordered your book already, and that is so cool. And I am so excited to get mine too. But here I have someone here say, I have purchased the course. Wow, didn't know the connection. Oh, please, I love that it is in English. I bought the book, so excited. You have so
Thank
many
you.
fans, Linda.
Thank you so much.
So, having written a book myself, I know how much work it is. And I honestly went gray during those 6 months. I was pregnant. I was, yeah, it was such a stressful moment. So, how is it for you? How did you manage the whole time issue? Like, how long did you have to make all the designs? Tell us.
Yeah, well, actually, the first time the publishing house reached out to me, I said no. I said no to
Really?
them. It wasn't a good time back then, and we just talked that we would get in touch after a year.
Uh
And then
huh.
the pandemic came, but we got in touch sometime later.
Mm
And yeah, and at that moment, I felt okay, let's do this. And I started to work on the book January last year.
hmm. Mm
And
hmm.
I could choose the deadlines, but I chose the tightest one
As you
because
do, of course. Why
it's
not?
a long time after the production, the printing process. Otherwise, if I chose the longer deadline, my book would come out next year
Mm
at the
hmm.
end, or even the year after. So I didn't
Yeah.
want it to wait that long. And
Yeah.
yeah, I started to work in January and finished in June. So it was 15 designs. It was 3 designs per month for photo shoots.
Wait. You made 3 garments a month.
Yes, and I had a 1-year-old who don't sleep at night, so it was hardcore. It was.
You say? That's amazing. And they're all jumpers, right? They're all sweaters.
Yeah, well, I had I think 2 or 3 from some time back that I hadn't like released, but
Okay.
yeah, but like more than 10 I made. It was like an average, and also it was very not easy to get all those photo shoots together. I was
Did you have
working.
to organize the photo shoots?
Yes, yes, that is what I chose. Also, they like gave
Ah.
me uh, uh, they asked me if I wanted to do it myself or they could do it. But I felt that my brand and how I show my work is very, very important, and no one else can do it better than me and my photographer and my team. So yeah,
I completely agree.
I had a team of set designers, makeup artist, stylist, photographer, model, every time different location. And, with the COVID, it was very challenging. It was like 2 days till photo shoot, and we have nothing. Like everyone is ill with COVID, and we
Oh
have
my
to
God.
just get new team like in 2 days. But everything worked out very well, and I'm glad.
Linda, your book is amazing. Like every single design, like every time I see a new one on Instagram, I'm like, oh my God, how did she even do this? Like everyone is just so beautiful. And I'm so impressed that you did the photos. Like that was something that I was slightly disappointed about my book, that I just like, kind of send them the stuff and they took care of everything. And like, it's like when you have an idea of what you want, like I just kind of let the editors take care of everything, which was really nice for me because I didn't have to worry about it. But at the same time, it's like, you created every single part of this book, the way it feels, I'm sure, and the way it reads and stuff. So I am just so excited to see all this work that you put into it. That's amazing. And with a tiny baby in your house. That's so cool. So do you have a favorite design from your book? The one you're wearing?
Yes.
I think it's my favorite too. I just love the short roads. It's amazing. And it's the worsted weight yarn, right?
Sorry?
It's the worsted weight yarn, so it's not very
Yes,
thin.
It is, but this is a cable plied yarn, very, very light.
Mm-hmm.
There is this like knitted tube around and a fluffy, fluffy fiber in. So it's super, super light, although
Yeah.
it's kind of worsted weight, but that makes this very like soft, and
It looks so wearable.
you can't tell it's worsted weight and crochet all together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ordered more of this yarn in different color. So
Yeah.
I will
I want
design
to
more.
try it now. I remember you posted on Instagram. I was like, ooh, what is this
Mhm.
wonder?
Yeah. And
All
the
right.
price of the yarn has gone up 3 times since I bought it.
Look at that. I tell you, you're a trendsetter over here. So Naomi says, love that you did all yourself to stay on brand. Your style is so recognizable. And that is true. Like sometimes, you'll be scrolling through Instagram and like you can just like automatically see which one's yours, and that's so cool. And I love that. And then someone else says here, for the I never sweater, do you use 2 colors of yarn, gray and black? I don't know which sweater that is. So,
This is the cover piece. I know.
okay.
Yes. I use 2 similar colorways, but you can mix and match as you want.
Okay.
I wanted, to show the short row parts, and I
Without too
used
much
like
contrast.
very, very similar, so they just seem like a shadow playing, But I'm just, I'm giving you some ideas that you can do, but you can also do it in one color as well, and it will look as gorgeous, I think.
And how did you choose the names for these garments? Because I had so much fun choosing the ones for my book. Did you have a system?
No, I knew I wanted to give them Latvian names, like,
Hmm.
and I just looked at the textures and just what I saw. This is the beach, sand, ripples. Definitely something I grew up near the seaside, and this is something I see in this texture. So it's Liedex, like seaside, beach, something like that.
I
And
love
I
that.
know also, I know it's a landscape, but for me, it's a light landscape late in fall when all the fields are plowed and dark lines and you
Yeah,
see all the hills.
I can see it.
Yes, um, that is me putting a little bit of my experience, a little bit of Latvia inside the book, my heritage, what I see, what I like. That was
I just
important
love
for me.
that. I love that. And I love that you're doing so well, even though you're not from like the United States or England. Like, I feel like people from other countries have also a lot of talent. And, like, it's just so good that you're representing your country and like you're bringing, Latvia into the light, not just crochet, like that's so cool. Now, someone's asking about the yarn of the jumper that you're wearing. Which one is it again?
It's hobby divina.
Hobby Divina. Is it Hobbii, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna pop it over here, guys, in case anybody want. Whoop, nope. Hold on. Let me just take this off. There you go. So that's Hobby Divina from Hobby, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. We're all gonna go and check it out right now. And then I have another question. Dale, it says, "I have your book, Sandra. Lovely. You're the one that sparked my interest back into crochet and a yearly membership too. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dale. That was my question. Sorry. Thank you so much. I feel like loads of people are really into crochet these days, and that's why I'm so excited about these guest designers to like, kind of bring everyone into the light and just kind of share the big good rides, waves, rides, I don't know. All right, Linda, thank you so much for telling us about your book. Now, I did have another question and I forgot. Oh yeah. So no, let me ask you then. I'm going to change that question a little bit because you talked to us about how you had a down moment and an insecurity moment when you were turning into a designer and like deciding that this was going to be your career. Like, what was that made you um, what motivated you the most? Because I remember reading on your website that I think your mom even was like so proud of you, but like she was just like, but like when are you gonna like move on from this? Because I've been there, you know, I've been there too, and I know how tough it is and how annoying, but how, I don't know, to me at least, it feels almost like encouraging to be like, well, I'm gonna show you wrong. Did you have that kind of attitude, or were you more like, oh shit, do I need to like up my game? Like, how did you feel?
Uh, of course, I felt terrible that I didn't get the support that I really
Mhm.
wanted and needed at that time. But you know, those milestones that I hit, like that Flamey Award, it just felt to me that I'm in the right place, and I will keep doing this. I can't say that it was more of despite, but maybe a little bit, but not not the. It was not my main moving force. You know, I just felt that there's something I really love to do it, and I felt that this could be it for me. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I
in the
just love
right place and time.
I think that's so cool. I absolutely love that. All right, let's talk a little bit completely change. Let's talk a little bit about Rudens, which is the design for this month, right? Do you have it with you?
Yes.
Yay! All right, I just love it. I just love those cables, but my favorite part is the meshy bits. Like I think I mean I love mesh, um, and mesh can be a bit, you know, over the top sometimes, but you just manage to make it so elegant and so subtle. You know, I just love it. So tell us a little bit more about that. Like, what was your inspiration for it? How did you choose the yarn? Like, was there something in there for you?
Yeah. Well, when we talked, I already knew that it will be fall when the design will be released. So I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to just to design something season appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, fall is my favorite season, sweater weather. But you know, also I was thinking about transitional pieces,
Yeah.
not too hot, not too bulky, and that is why I included those mesh sides, mesh arms, mesh here, so it's a bit lighter, and it is
Mm-hmm.
made in worsted weight yarn, so it goes fast.
We
I
all like
love
that.
fast projects, and I know folks do too. And yeah, uh, so only thing you have to know are those cables and the middle part, and the sides go pretty fast. Yeah, and of course I wanted to include some texture. That's why the cables. And these cables were actually really fun to make, and I will be showing in the masterclass in 2 weeks this. And yeah, just wanted an effortless sweater that's eye catching, some details, some texture, you know,
And you did
nice
it.
fall color.
I love that. And now that you've mentioned the masterclass, you want to tell us exactly kind of what you'll be covering if you have an idea?
Yes, I will be showing exactly how to create these cables. It's not the usual postage cables that we know. It's a bit different. So
Okay.
that is what I will be showing. And also, yeah, I will have this chart, and I will just show you how to not get lost in it. Let's say that.
Yeah, I feel like people either love charts or like just do not understand them. I don't think anybody hates them. People just don't take the time to understand them because I love charts. Like they're just it's just the easiest way, I think. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm so excited about that masterclass. I'm excited to learn something from you. So yay. I did want to ask you another question and I completely forgot. Anyway, all right, let's go to a this or that, and we can talk a little bit about it if you want. My first one, which is very, very fun, fingering or worsted weight yarn. And I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
Fingering.
Really? Really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
surprising.
I love fast projects, yes, but the textures and the drape you can get of fingering weight, it's everything. It's worth the patience. I
Yeah,
know it
I
goes
agree.
fast. Yeah.
I agree. Oh, I'm so glad I have you in my camp for that one. Okay, before we go to the next one, it says, would Hobby Divine work for your Plyful design for the Rudens?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. Oh, it would just be divine.
There you go. Great
Yes,
answer. I
I
love
love
that.
the yarn.
Okay. And another one. What is the name of your class on Domestika?
Something with crochet short rows,
Yeah.
create crochet short rows. I don't
Should
know,
people
just
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 look up your
write
name in
link,
Domestika?
yes, and it will pop up.
Wonderful. Thank you. And someone else here is saying, I love a chart. Good.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
All right. Another this and that. Let me just find my little list that I made. Here it is. Okay. Yes. Color work or lace? I know you love texture, but how about these two?
Lace.
Lace. Okay. Do you play with color work much or not really?
Not
I don't think that.
much. Not much. I like to see color work that others are creating, but it's not just my thing. But
Yeah.
maybe sometime later. We'll
Oh,
see.
I think you should try. I think anything that you create with color would be amazing. All right. TV or audiobooks when crocheting?
TV.
TV. What are you watching anything at the moment?
I'm listening. But in the evenings, I just put on some Friends,
Okay.
and right now I am watching Gossip Girl.
Really?
Rewatching, yes, because I watched it when it was first out. I don't know.
No.
Everyone in Latvia just started watching it, and I was like, not a bad idea.
Gossip
More
Girl.
drama.
Seriously, Linda. Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
from like newest TV shows, I think I love and just like that, Sex and the
Hmm.
City, just new seasons. What else? Oh, I love Queen's Gambit.
Oh, yeah. That
It
was a
it
good
will
show.
have second season soon.
Really?
Yes, I
Oh,
just loved that show. Everything about it.
okay.
What else I love? I love Good Girls. Oh my
Yeah, yeah.
god! Oh my god!
I
That was
love
quite
it.
a show.
Oh, this makes me
Yeah,
so happy.
that's pretty
Have
much
you
it.
watched? I feel like this is up your alley. Have you watched Downton Abbey?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
I
good.
loved it. And Bridgerton also.
Yeah, yeah, Bridgerton. Yeah, big fan here. I mean, I'm so embarrassed whenever my husband sees me watching it. I'm like, just go, just go. He's like, what is this? Just go. All right, this is so great. I feel like I'm getting to know you so well. All right, crafting indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
Indoors. Yeah, comfy chair. Have you
Yeah,
got your
sure.
spot? Yeah. Good, good. I try sometimes going outdoors and like sitting on the floor, and I'm just like not young enough to do that anymore. So like my back hurts. And I'm like, where's my chair? All right, snacks or drinks when crocheting?
Damn. Okay, I'll go with snacks.
Snacks. Okay, what's your favorite snack?
Oof, I love potato chips,
Nice.
but I
Okay.
don't like dirty fingers.
Yeah, I know that's the problem, isn't it? I'm a drink person, but I always have a cup of tea and I always forget to drink it. And then like when I'll take a pause from my project, I'll have a sip and I'm like, "Oh, it's cold already." Like it's just not okay. So wine is the best option, I always think. All right, morning person or night owl?
Morning person.
Really?
It used to be totally different, but since the kids,
Yeah.
yep, up
Yeah.
at 6 a.m., I'm
Really.
your person.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm still a horrible night owl, but I have to get up early anyway, so I force myself into bed. Um, Ice cream or cake?
Ice cream.
Yes. Running or yoga? Or
Yoga.
neither? Yoga, yeah. I picture you as a yoga person. All right. Well, Linda, these are all of my oh no, actually, there was another question that I meant to ask you and I didn't write it, and I told you about. Anyway, I feel like in the crafting world, especially in knitting and crochet, there's this like fight between knitters and crocheters as to which is the superior craft. And like people think that you cheat if you knit or you cheat if you crochet. And like there's just always this like animosity almost like that knitting is a more superior craft to crochet. And like I think I know what you're gonna say, but like how do you feel about this whole dilemma?
Yes, I have noticed that. I have experienced even some
Really?
snobbery, from knitters and stuff. But
Really?
once you feel in your own place and you feel confident and
Mm-hmm.
you create your own stuff, it doesn't matter much. I think it's just yes. Maybe some people say something if it makes them feel better. So be it.
Do you think
Doesn't
the
impress me.
quality, sorry, do you think the quality of the garments is superior, inferior? Like, do you think they're
I
right?
think each has its pros,
Mm-hmm.
probably also some cons, but I think with knitting, there has almost everything has already been said. Everything has seen, it's just cycle, just repeating. But with crochet, there is so much space for innovation. You just there's a lot of stuff that needs to be designed still,
Yes.
and that I see as a privilege for crochet, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm excited about it. I feel, I don't know if this is how you say it in English. I feel like efficiency.
Not sure what that, like a trailblazer, maybe? Like
No, no,
you're
no. Like
starting.
you feel very comfortable doing it.
Oh,
Like
okay. Yeah, you can just say
yeah,
it.
and I think there is so much to discover
Mm-hmm.
and make and just show with crochet because that is such a great medium. I love it.
I agree with you. Like when I started designing, because I was a knitter before. I knit a lot, and I still like make knitting patterns, and I absolutely love knitting. But when I started creating patterns, I felt like there was just no space in the knitting world. Like you said, everything's been said already. But with crochet, there's still so much more room for innovation and for newness, and it's just so much more exciting, isn't it, to see what else someone's going to come up with, like whether
Yeah.
they're fancy stitch or way of holding your yarn or whatever. And, like you create what you're wearing, right? It's so, so cool. I just love that. Okay, I have a comment here. It's crazy. I love both knitting and crochet. Even more crazy, the hate for purling. Crochet beats them on that. We love both. So if you're not a knitter, purling has reputation for being horrible, which I can
It's
see that.
not that bad.
But I feel like slip stitches have about the same reputation as purling, maybe in crochet. But like once you get used to them, it's like, I'm a
No, I
fan.
love slip stitches actually because I think that that's a whole world with slip stitches and those short row designs. This is actually a single crochets, but similar when you do those slip stitching.
Hmm.
It's a whole department, the slip stitch designs, and yes, at first you think, oh, it goes so slowly. The stitch is like so low,
Yeah, they
like
don't grow.
little weavings. But no, when you start just doing it, it goes pretty
Yeah, it becomes like
well.
second nature, right? You just kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I felt the same way about slip stitches, and now I love them. Okay, Renee's saying, when people ask me why I don't knit, I tell them when I have explored all there is, I will knit. But until then, crochet is my jam. Well, I feel like Renee, you're going to be in this for a long time then.
I was going to say, Renee, I have some news for you.
You're here to stay. That's awesome. All right. Well, Linda, I think we're coming to an end. You've been amazing. I've had so much fun talking to you, getting to know you. Is there anything else that you want to share with us before we go? Any other projects that you're working on that you're excited about? Um, you know, anything.
Well, right now I have to just release my book, and I have to show a couple of more designs that have not been shown. Yeah, September is all for Plyful and Rudent sweater, and yeah, until December, I will just finish some collaboration projects. Maybe you
Mhm.
will see them this year, maybe next year. We will see about that, how it goes. But yeah, and next year you won't hear too much from me, but I will be around.
Oh, we will be waiting for you, Linda, so eagerly, because I'm sure this year off is going to make your brain go, in crazy directions that we all want to see where it goes. So, super congratulations. I mean, honestly, the year of Linda, Domestica, book, new baby, new hair. It's just happening. I love that. All right, guys. Well, it's been lovely to have everyone over. This will be posted on my YouTube channel, but you can also find it on plyful.com. And remember that Linda's design Erudence is only available on Plyful. And yeah, thank you so much, Linda. I cannot wait for your masterclass in 2 weeks. And yeah, I'll see you soon.
Thank you everyone so much for joining and for listening to me. Appreciate it. And I can't wait to see the first Rudence projects from you.
I know. And Linda,
Thank
I
you.
could listen to you forever. Your accent is beautiful. All right. Let me just